What if changing your name would be more powerful than any other surgeries? A simple yet first life-changing step in the lives of many trans and non-binary individuals is social gender transition. Now let us unpack the theories and the mysteries and everyday life of a person who wants to start with their social gender transition. Literally, social gender transition means to be in your own gender, whatever you identify with, without any medical changes, like changing your name, using a different pronoun, changing your hairstyle, or changing your clothes or clothing patterns. This all comes under social gender transition. Just think about a school going boy Arav. If today Arav comes to his schoolmates and says that I want to be self-addressed as Anshika rather than Arav and use the pronouns she and her for me. So biologically it doesn't change anything for Arav, but it changes everything how Arav feels like from inside. Most of our social structures are divided into two genders, either male or female. Many a times bathrooms are divided into male and female washrooms. Secondly, the clothing sections in any mall or store are divided into male and female. And there are many other kind of mannerisms which are either expected from a male or a female in the society. Even when we are kids, girls are more expected to play with dolls, while boys are expected to play with rough action figures. And this translates into strict gender roles even when the child becomes an adolescent. Even our media, including major TV shows and movies, reinforce these ideas of gender roles. Many of the kids and adolescents grow with all these strict gender binary roles, and it becomes very difficult for a person when it comes to relationships and dating when sticking to these gender roles. In the past, DSM-5, a book which is used by doctors to understand the mental health, studied gender very simply in the context of male and female. But today, DSM also recognizes that gender is a spectrum and the person can belong to a gender anywhere between men or women or neither men or nor women. This change in the DSM also translates to the social gender transition, that a person can start living as a gender whatever they feel like, whether it would be a male, female, either or none, and hence it can mean different things to different people when they are socially transitioning their gender. So presently, social gender transition doesn't only mean transitioning from male to a female or female to a male. A person can try as many permutations and combinations as possible. A person can be of both the genders or try some attire of none of the gender, being gender neutral also, and the person can be of different gender at different time intervals. And it might also be possible that a person realizes their true gender identity when they steadily and slowly grow up trying their social gender transitions. How much a person, specifically a young person, decides to change their social gender also depends on whatever they are feeling. For example, some people might be very clear in their mind that they are of a different gender from inside, and they might undergo a full social transition. However, there might be some other people who might have certain financial constraints or societal stigma or social constraints which can restrict them to fully transition socially, while some person might also be just questioning their gender identity and they might be just trying to see how it feels while being of an opposite gender. Hence, there might be different possibilities of social gender transition, and families and professionals have to understand and help their kids and support them in this journey of gender transition. Social gender transition is not only for people who are feeling gender dysphoria or gender incongruence. but it can also be for the person who are just curious about their gender or want to explore how being of another gender feels like. One of the best part of social gender transition is that you don't have to undergo any permanent bodily changes. You can try different attires. And social gender transition can depend on your socio-cultural aspects also. For example, in northern parts of India, specifically Punjab and Haryana, a women attire would be more like a suit, salwar or kameez. While when we go to southern parts of India, they might be like saris. While in eastern Assam, they might be mekhla chaudhar, and it might be ghagra and choli in western region of India. Researchers shows that adopting a name or a pronoun of the gender you feel like may elevate the distress you are facing because of your gender dysphoria or gender incongruence. At least 54.6% of youth who come to gender transition clinics at least try social transition to begin with. Now let us discuss step-by-step procedure starting your social transition journey. The first step is that you start realizing internally and questioning yourself, is this the way I am? Do I feel comfortable being said he or she as a pronoun? Is this the gender which I actually identify as? The next step is choosing your name and pronouns. For example, Ravi can choose a name as Riya or vice versa. Or Ravi can use the pronoun she and her instead of he and him, or they and them also. Everything is valid. This can be done either privately or publicly as you may be comfortable. Third step is changing your appearance and presentation. You may change your hairstyle, your makeup, use binders or foams for breasts. You may start dressing up as an opposite gender. You might also change your body language and your voice style to represent masculinity, femininity or androgyny. Fourth step is coming out to your trusted people. You may come out to your psychologist or to your trusted friends and family members that how you are feeling and how you want to be addressed now onwards. The fifth step is navigating the public spaces. Now, as you are comfortable with your gender identity when you are at home or your safe space, you can try to step out gently. You can try to choose a separate washroom as per your comfort and safety. The next step, after you are comfortable publicly expressing your gender, is to start your transition at your workplace or school or university. For example, you can say to your employer or university or principal that how you feel and how you want to be addressed and how you need the support in changing your documentation. The next step would be to build a strong community where you feel seen, heard and safe. And at last, you live authentically, expressing the way you are. Now, one by one, we will discuss various products which can be used in social gender transition. For trans feminine individuals, wigs can be used as a feminine hairstyle when growing hair cannot be an option for you. There are silicone or foam breasts available in the market which can mimic your breast development in the social gender transition. Guffs are special type of undergarments which can be used to tuck and smooth the genital area. Makeup kits are also used to enhance your femininity. Shape wears are used to create a hourglass figure by shaping your waist and hips. Assistance from a professional voice therapist or app can be used to train you for better resonance and a higher pitch. Jewelries and other accessories may also be used to represent your gender identity and better presentation of your gender. You can also start using hair removal creams or maybe other products, or may undergo laser hair reduction services to reduce your facial and bodily hairs. Another element or product which can support your gender journey is scents or perfumes which are more feminine in smell, and helps you in social comfort as per your identified gender. Or posture trainers can also help you in your body language, your walking style, and overall feminine body postures. For transmasculine persons, chest binders are used to compress the chest tissues and give a more masculine appearance. Packers are the visible prosthetics used in the growing area to give the appearance of a bulge. STPs or stand to pee devices allow you for urination while standing. They can be used along with packers. You can also go for more masculine clothes, the clothes which can reduce the visibility of the curves and give you more masculine appearance. You can also use certain beard kits which can give you temporary facial hair growth or appearance, or you may also use beard oils which are available in the market. Voice deepening exercises can also be very beneficial with the help of a professional trainer. There are also muscle compression shirts available which can be used for more masculine features in the muscle areas. Masculine scents and cologne can be used in passing and building the masculine confidence. Posture trainings can also help in creating more masculine gait and improving your body language. You can also use hair clippers and caps in order to identify with a short hairstyle of a masculine identity. If you self-identify as a non-binary or a gender diverse or gender neutral person, then starting point can be using pronoun badges. This can help prevent misgendering. Gender neutral dressing styles or gender affirming clothing can be used for androgynous expression or for more flexibility of your inner feel of your gender identity. Binders and shape wear can also be used for adjusting your appearance in either direction. Makeup are not very gender specific. You can try the makeup as per your gender identity beyond the genders. Social gender transition might also come with certain challenges. People might continue using your wrong names or pronouns even after correcting them multiple times. Some families may also deny, reject, or pressurize the child or the person to be of the sex which was assigned to them at birth. Institutions like your university, your workplace, or maybe the area where you are renting might become a hurdle because of unsupportive staff or people, or unsupportive or non-existing gender neutral policies. Certain transgender and non-binary people or gender diverse individuals may also face threats, emotional traumas, emotional abuse, and at times physical harms or verbal violence also while they come out. Getting your gender changed on your legal documents might become a very much hurdle in countries like India, where the processes are often slow, confusing, and costly. Years of your social conditioning might cause self-doubt or internalized transphobia or the guilt of being different. Our cultural norms and religious practices which we are associated with often reinforce the binary gender roles, denying all the deviations. There might be hardships and challenges getting the resources. Not everyone can afford binders and shape wears and counseling, voice therapy, and maybe a simple makeup kit also. Your friends, colleagues, or family members might start distancing themselves from you when you start social transitioning. And in the overall society, there is huge stigma and discrimination around trans and gender diverse individuals. There is lack of representation of the role models in the media, which might confuse you, and you might not get an available supportive community in your area while socially transitioning. Share your name, pronoun, and whatever you feel to be called as in the comment box, and we are here to listen you and create a world where everyone is safe, heard, and comfortable.